Welcome back to the Monster Picker channel. We just watched this movie, Mad Max, and I've had this in my collection for a very long time. I'm ashamed to say I never really watched it from beginning to end until today. Big man said he'd never seen this. I'm like, you know what? We got some popcorn, the big popcorn here. And we got meatball in the back seat. I said, let's watch this movie. Let's watch Mad Max. The legendary actor Mel Gibson. Everybody's familiar with this film, and this was the first time you saw this movie also, right?
Yep.
And
first time I saw it as
yeah,
well.
I had a stack of movies for us to choose from, and these guys picked Mad Max, and I'm like, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's watch this. So, reading from the back of the box here, in the ravaged near future, a savage motorcycle gang rules the road, terrorizing innocent civilians while tearing up the streets. The ruthless gang laughs in the face of a police force hell-bent on stopping them. But they underestimate one officer, Max. And when the bikers brutalize Max's best friend and family, they send him into a mad frenzy that leaves him with only one thing left in the world to live for: revenge. Man, I'll tell you. So, what do we like about this film?
What are you going to tell us?
I'm going to tell you guys what we like about this film. What year was this movie? This was 1980.
Oh.
1980.
Really?
Wow. 44 years old, this film.
Wow.
It was certainly interesting.
Okay.
It had some interesting cuts and little noises. I think the characters were
Bizarre.
entertaining. There was this one guy, part of the gang. I think he's my favorite character in the story. He liked climbing. He like impersonate a cat. He made a little meow sound when he was stalking Max's wife.
Yeah.
And then that one scene where he never says anything. He's just in the background, like holding on to a window frame, suspended. So the characters were creative and enjoyable.
I can't say I've seen many films like this one.
No.
What did you like about it, Joel?
I liked the action. It was, the general story was easy to follow, although some of the dialogue was difficult because of the accents and slang. But, yeah, these guys are really bad, this guy's good, so you have this juxtaposition of good and evil in the movie that works.
Yeah, we're in the beginning, we're all like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
You know, like, wasn't really sure. The cinematography was really good.
Yeah.
And, of course, pre-CGI, all the chase scenes were pretty cool. And, have you ever seen West Side Story?
Yes.
There were actually scenes in this film. It had like a West Side Story vibe with that music. I liked the soundtrack, and it was like West Side Story meets Clockwork Orange or The Warriors. Very interesting. Yeah, the girls were hot. This movie begins with a sex scene. This chick riding this guy in the middle of the desert or something, and then they're being chased. And so they didn't shy away from showing the ladies, which I really did appreciate. And there's lots of violence, and I was never bored. I was like, I was intrigued. I kept waiting, like, what's gonna happen? The more it just kept pushing forward, and it was like interesting. Held my interest throughout the entire film. Yeah. What did we not like about this movie? Oh boy, what did you not like about it? Thomas?
Well, he kind of brought it up. They're hard to understand.
Yeah.
These Aussies, these weird accents.
Yeah.
Couldn't understand a lot of the dialogue, but it wasn't horrible. Other than that, I don't think there's anything I really disliked or would have done different.
What about you, big man?
Yeah, it was just very disjointed at the beginning, so it took a while to figure out what was going on. That was the biggest thing.
Yeah, there was no setting. No like real setting, it seemed.
You don't know anything about the main villain, the toe cutter, except that he's a bad guy.
Yeah, bro, they just kind of throw us in there. Like, what the hell's going on here, right?
Yeah. So that was, I mean, you don't know what their motivation is other than...
Well, maybe that's just the way Australians were back then, right?
Maybe they're like that now.
Could be like that now. I mean, they did make like 4 Max movies, Mad Max movies.
I think there was
like
5
5, right?
Well, Furiosa is...
After this film comes Road Warrior, right? And then we have the Mad Max 2 or Road Warrior 2 with Tina Turner.
That's the Thunderdome.
Beyond Thunderdome, that's it. And I've never seen that one. I think there's a bunch of little kids in that one, right? I can picture that Tina Turner video, We Don't Need Another Hero.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of them, so I don't know.
Yeah, and then there's the newer ones, like the reboot stuff. That, of course, doesn't have Mad Max in them, so, but they're interesting. All right, so here we are. We're left with the big finale, you know, our overall rating. 1 to 5, 5 being the best. What do we give 1980s Mad Max? What do you think, Thomas? What do you give Mad Max? You got a number?
Yeah, I'm thinking 2.5 stars.
2.5 stars, Mad Max. Wow. Okay. All right.
I don't anticipate wanting to see it again.
Yeah.
But you know, for the time, they did a lot of good things as far as the stunts and things like that. That, you know,
I think there were some real injuries. A lot of
really good stunts.
Yeah, I think there were some real injuries in this film.
There was that guy that got hit by that bike.
Remember? And you know, those bikes are so heavy.
Like a bike that actually slid and hit him when he was on the ground.
Yeah.
Like right in the head. So, 3.5. I'll say 4.
Wow, 4 stars. That is really good. That's solid.
Yeah.
You know what? This is such a cult classic. I mean, and I know it's like a classic because it says it right here on the back of the slipcover. A riveting classic. So, Mad Max. I do love Mel Gibson. He's one of my favorite actors. This film, yeah. You know what? I'm going to give this movie 5 stars. This is a solid 5 for me. It had everything I wanted. It had the girls, and you said you're not going to go back and watch it. When I get home and you guys aren't around, I might go back to that scene with that girl in the little jean shorts. I might have to watch that scene again. No, I like this movie. This movie was solid. 5 stars. Even though I was lost in the beginning, not knowing what the hell was going on, it's still... I couldn't look away from the film. You know, it held my interest the entire time.
Yeah.
So that's it. Anything else you guys want to add?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes. Why, you know, come on. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys think of this movie. Am I spot on? Do you agree with Big Man, Meatball, and me? Let us know what you think, and thank you for watching, and stay safe. Scientific studies have shown a positive effect for people petting a sweet pup, including decreased blood pressure, reduced cortisol levels, and pleasant, auspicious, happy dreams. Thank you for watching my video, and stay safe. Bye. Bye. Wow.